Yes, it's a beautiful Thursday morning in your favorite gospel radio in Nigeria, Lagoon Radio. We welcome you to another wonderful episode of the newspaper review. Yes, newspaper review comes your way at 9:30 from Monday to Friday, and Friday 10:30. Yes, we are here again today, being the 24th day in the month of June 2021. I use this opportunity to welcome you to Lagoon Radio. Yes, to be part of this wonderful show, you have to download the Lagoon Radio app on your Google Play Store or iOS, and also you can follow us on all our social media handles. On Facebook, we're Lagoon Radio Nigeria, for Twitter and Instagram at Lagoon Radio NG, and you can also visit the website on www.lagoonradio.ng. Yes, on newspaper review today, of course, I've not even mentioned my name. My name is Olumakaiye Ajadi, and I have here with me my wonderful personalities. I have Chimeze. How you doing? Yes, Sandra, what's up with you?
I'm good.
You guys are cold. What's up? Why
Are you sure?
I don't know. I don't. I have to ask. Trust
not-
you had a restful night. Let me ask you
Yeah,
guys.
my night was so blessed, honestly.
Because you're looking so cold and
No, prefer that I've been done.
Oh.
I've been done.
don't worry, God's your strength.
Yeah.
Yes, on today's newspaper review, we have a lot of newspaper here that I will try as much as possible to do justice to them. Yeah, I have the Vanguard newspaper, we have the Daily Trust, we have the Daily Asset, we have the News Direct, we have the Vanguard, we have the Daily Trust, we have the Nigerian Pilot, and we have the Times. We also have People's Daily. We have the Blueprint here. We have the New Telegraph, and we have Business News. We have Nigerian Tribune, and this day you can see we have a lot of newspaper. So we might not be able to do everything, but at least we're going to do something today. So can we start with the Vanguard?
Okay.
Vanguard newspaper. Yeah, the front page of the Vanguard newspaper on the banditry. Yes, Army kicks as Gumi alleges collusion by security agent. Is on page 9 of the Vanguard newspaper, and on it we have says banditry is business. Security agent working with bandit insist only negotiation by government, not use of force, can stop it. Ask governors to stop political amnesty. Back it with actions. Urges Buhari to invite IPOB for negotiations. And Army dismisses Gumi's allegation, says troops not colluding with bandits. What can you say about that? I know, Chimeze, you should have something to say about this scene.
Well, I saw Gumi, Sheikh Gumi on Arise TV when he made a lot of statements.
A lot.
And for me, if in a center climb where we believe we are fighting security, I believe Sheikh Gumi should be answering questions now. Because when he said that, at a point, he said that even IPOB are more dangerous than the police, than the bandits. And you heard him sometimes, he said that we have the good that the government should use the good bandits against the bad bandits. And these are people that are wielding arms, unauthorized arms. He said that bandits, they are just kidnapping for business and the rest of them. So in a center climb, Gumi should be behind bars, answering questions, and he should be the lead to all these bandits, because you hear this happens when the kidnapping happens. You hear Gumi have negotiated.
Yes.
So what is the job of the security agents?
What is business?
That's
the question.
This is a personal business, and so Gumi should be somewhere answering questions and also lead the investigations. He should be used. The DSS should interrogate him and lead us to where we will capture all this. Gumi knows every hideout of these bandits. So and you telling us that you see army now kicking because if we are out to fight insecurity, a lot needs to be done, and a lot. So let's leave it for here. But for me, Gumi has questions to answer on this.
Yes, exactly. Because to say the truth, I even read it on the Punch newspaper. The same thing this morning. A lot. Gumi is actually doing too much when it comes to the insecurity in
Gumi
Nigeria.
he's a
Just as you
businessman.
said, he's supposed to be beyond best, as answering a lot of questions. Yes, a lot. So still on the Vanguard newspaper, I have JAMB releases 2021 UTME result. Yes, that is on page 9 of the Vanguard newspaper. I can just grab a copy and read through it. And still on Vanguard newspaper, no hand in anti-media bills presidency. Yes, on that, senior journalist Rev'd kicks against move to gag the press. Sponsor of draconian NBC bills or devil me as no media background. AGF studying court ruling on Twitter presidency. You can always excuse me, you can always get that on page 5 of the Vanguard newspaper. I don't understand these anti-media bills, I don't really understand. Presidency doesn't have a hand in it. Then who should we hold responsible for these bills they are trying to pass? Who should we? I don't know.
There have been these insinuations and of this current administration. The fight against social media. At a point, if you read and watch what is going on, you will support the social media bill. Because there are a lot of things that fly that are not supposed to be there.
Be in the media.
But the way this government is coming about it, you now take us back to 2010 when former President Jonathan signed Freedom of Information bill. It's as if some people are saying that the Decree 4 of 1984 is coming back. So the gag on media, the fight. We'll see how it will end. We'll have House of Assembly that can do justice to that if they can.
Okay, let me quickly run through this Vanguard and just be done with it. 2023 presidency, why we endorse Bala Mohammed, NYEF. You can always get that on page 13 of the Vanguard newspaper. NAS not responsible for maintenance renovation of complex, Senate spokesman. Yes, you can get that also on the page 9 of the Vanguard newspaper. The controversial NPC Act Amendment Bill. You can always get that on page 38 of the Vanguard newspaper. Still on insecurity in Nigeria, Buhari meets northern governors, pledges more security for North. You can get that on the page 8 of the Vanguard newspaper.
Okay, I have with me the Punch. On the list story, experts worry Okonjo-Iweala Ahmed differ on Nigerians' debts. And the federal government is insisting we will borrow more to build infrastructure. Federal government, their insistence on borrowing more to fund infrastructure. And the WTO boss, talking about Okonjo-Iweala, World Trade Organization, she is saying Nigeria's debt to GDP ratio rose from 29% to 35%. So there's been worries about this borrowing and the rest of them. And Okonjo-Iweala is warning. You remember she's 2-time Minister of Finance, and she understands the
economy.
She understands the economy better than we all do. So she is warning that our debt and our borrowing is becoming much. And still on the Punch, yes, we'll go to Anambra State. The story there on page 13. Soludo emerges ABGA governorship candidate. Faction suspends SCBN. Faction suspends SCBN herdsmen. You see the story in Anambra State where the ABGA faction, the ABGA is the political party, the ruling political party in Anambra State. So, and there has been fracas in that party. The faction, one faction suspended the Soludo.
Okay.
Yes, and the other faction, they are still coming up with their own primary. Maybe today or tomorrow we will hear them. and and it's all build up for the governorship election in November 2021 in Anambra State. And also still on the Punch, yes. Okay, the story on Gumi, yes. Let's not delve more into that. We've talked about that. And last on the Punch, yes. The baby born in prison, special boy says on his wife at christening. Yes, you remember the lady that gave birth, yes, that put to bed in the prison. One of the NSAS protesters that was arrested. Yeah. Yes, she has been granted bail, and the christening of the son happened yesterday, and Oni of Ife's wife was there, and she said that the boy is a special boy. So that's it on the Punch newspaper.
Okay.
All right.
Next to the news, the next one rather.
All right. Nigeria News Direct. Corruption. Nigeria reveal $700 million assess in 6 years. Wow. In 6 years. Prof Oluwaseyi.
Not Oluwaseyi, it's Professor Olusonoye.
Pardon me for that name. Yes, still on news light. While Lagos lawmaker approve our governor
Babajide
Sanwo-Olu with words 85 billion requests. Wow.
You can get that on page
okay, you can get that on page 11.
Yes.
Yeah, you can get that on page 11. Still on the news. Okay. The MTN, well, let's get it. Okay. The MTN Nigeria agent GCR AA credits raised. You can get that on, let's see, page 2. Page 2. Yes, page 2. Yeah. Can get that on page 2. Still on that, there's this news that we have to just talk about. Let's see. Okay, still on Soludo winning Anambra APGA government primary election. You can see that on still on page 2. Still on page 2. Senate approve. Okay. Senate approved the estate. Sorry. I'm just trying to get some. Okay. Senate approved the statements
establishment of that
of that Federal University of Medical. So you can get that on still on page 2. On page 2 still. So of 4.5 billion thing capital crack preg.
Yes, 4.5 billion fraud case predates Nami's appointment. Yes. that is serious. You can get that on the page 3.
On page 2 still.
Okay.
Still on page 2. Okay. So when you look at all those things, you find that we're still talking about the corruption, like as Chimeze mentioned in
corruption, insecurity, everything.
Still mentioned. You find that we're still onto that corruption thing. You can imagine that we're still under borrowing, like you said. You understand?
We borrow to fund infrastructure. That's what the government is saying. But experts are warning that
they should look for another means.
Yes, and the government is insisting that they will continue to borrow.
Wow.
Okay, we'll move to this day. Yes, the lead story on this day newspaper: petrol smuggling rises to 42 million liters daily. NNPC cries out. Yes, we know that we've been talking about the petrol and subsidy and the rest of them, but smuggling of petrol rises to 42 million liters daily. And this is hampering on the production, official production by the NNPC. And also another story, still on that media bill, from the, you will see it on page 10 of the newspaper. Presidency replies critics, washes hands off media bills. So who should we hold responsible?
I don't understand. The presidency is not aware. Then who should we hold responsible for all this?
And finally, on this day, Okonjo-Iweala seeks lower trade costs to boost Africa's economic recovery. You will see that on page 8 of this day newspaper.
Okay, People's Daily. still on the presidential has no hand in covering the media bill. I didn't understand. I think this what is actually training Olu.
Yes, that is what the president said. He said he doesn't know anything about the media bills. So people should not criticize him. Then who should we blame? That's the question.
We should blame the senator that proposed the bill.
So are you telling me that our president doesn't know about what is going on or what is happening in the Senate?
Well, we'll wait and see. Let's see how far the bill can fly. So we can start. Though there have been people are talking. Those both Serap, the media houses, and the rest of them. Okay. We will see before it passes the second reading. We'll see how it goes.
Okay. Still on the People's News. COVID-19 health taking a delivery of $1 million so that donated request direct. You can see that one on page 9.
Okay, of People's Daily. COVID-19, the federal government takes delivery of $1 million Saudi donated equipment, says director. Okay, this COVID-19 of the thing, everybody's just cashing out though. I didn't say that. Did I say that?
I'm not aware of that. Honestly, I'm not aware. Okay, still on the view. Okay. There's one news I just...
See the maintenance of National Assembly.
Yes.
Not our responsibility. Yes, that's page 15. And you remember on Tuesday, is it Tuesday or Monday?
It was on Tuesday.
We saw the
National Assembly,
the roof. It's the leakage. And they are not saying, people were asking, what about the money that was approved for this renovation? Was it 7 billion or 70 billion for the renovation of... And yesterday, the senator said that no money has been released to them.
That is wow.
How can you use billions? How much?
Billions of naira. Anyway,
you need to see it. You know, I watched it live. You understand?
I saw it. I saw it. It was not even leakage. The thing was like the rain was coming from that place.
Okay, let us go on short break right now. When we come back, we'll continue with the newspaper review. Stay connected. Don't go anywhere.
Lagoon Radio.
Yes, you're still on to Lagoon Radio, your favorite gospel radio in Nigeria, and we're on to the newspaper review. Now, up next is we're talking about the New Telegraph. Yes, New Telegraph. That is what we're going to look on the front page of the New Telegraph. We have Gumi is still the God. Security agencies colluding with bandits. Says federal government fights in travel war against herdsmen. Gumi trying to denigrate armed forces army. Government needs dialogue to resolve security crisis. You can get all the story on the page 2 and page 4 of the New Telegraph. Yes, just grab a copy. And money laundering court set July 2 for adoption in Kalu's suit against EFCC. On page 5 of the New Telegraph, grab a copy and read through it. 600 million debt. Hey, okay. APCON takes over 7 senators' assets. Ah, 600 million debt. You can get that on page 3 of New Telegraph. And on still on New Telegram, Anambra Guba, SCBN Governor Soludo emerges Afghans flag bearer, page 4. We talked about that on the People's Daily. Yes, on People's Daily. Yeah, and
Yes, and talking about that Anambra, there have been allegations that the governor has his own anointed candidate from ABGA. And also, there's been this insinuation that the governor is indirectly funding APC, so that he can move over to APC after that's why the political calculation in Nigeria. That's why we're having this crisis in ABGA. So that if it doesn't favor ABGA, governor will move to the APC with all his entourage and the rest of them, and maybe APC will come up. So it's Nigeria for you. We'll wait till before the election is in November. We'll wait from now till then. We'll see. Remember that the court will still come up. Yes, the court cases. Maybe after this now, so let's wait and see what will happen.
Okay, quickly, still on the New Telegraph, we have the insecurity news. Northern Elders Ohaneze tax Buhari's on restructuring, reserved to protect people of other ethnic groups in their regions. You can get that on page 4 of the New Telegram newspaper. And ICPC, mafia groups frustrating anti-corruption war, says they've stalled reforms in petroleum, power, pension sectors. Federal government recover $700 million, million dollar asset in 6 years. Get that on page 3 of the New Telegram. So the next newspaper.
Yes, Tribune, the Nigerian Tribune, and the lead story also, the security agents colluding with bandits like Gumi always. But the army is saying, stop making sweeping allegations. I mean, that's what they are saying. And this will take me to a revelation made by the former CBN governor, Dr. Obidaya Mailafia, in January on a radio station. He said that this set of people who call the bandits, they are part of Boko Haram. That they are on a mission to start a civil war in Nigeria by 2022. And DSS arrested him over and over again. With that, we can't see the findings of that. And this thing has been happening. So, like I said earlier, Gumi should be somewhere answering questions and giving us information about these bandits and the rest of them. And also, yes, FG.
You can get that on page 3.
Yes, on page 3 of the Nigerian Tribune. Yes, police inspector arrested for selling weapons to criminals in Cross River State. That's page 29 in Nigerian Tribune. And we are talking about ending insecurity. See that some of the security agents are like Gumi. This is the allegation now, but this is in South. Security agents are colluding with bandits.
Yes.
So, and last, on the leaking roof of the National Assembly, 9 billion approved for renovation of NAS building, not released from the Senate. And you will get that on page 5 of the Nigerian Tribune. They are saying that the 9 billion approved. Yes, I said 7 billion before, but it's 9 billion approved, but it has not been released according to the Senate. But the question comes, how come we are using 9 billion to renovate a house? How much?
A house. I don't understand.
That's it on Nigerian Tribune.
Okay, let me quickly go on the business news because we don't have much time on the show again. Baby food markets booms on Nigerians' growing population. The story is actually on the front page of the Business Day, and the continuation of the story is on page 30 of Business Day. Just grab a copy and read through it. And still on the business news, why Nigeria may buck trend of record low interest rates on African Eurobonds. You can get that on page 4 of the Business Day. Yes, I think this is all we're doing on today's newspaper review. I think the highlight of today's newspaper is all about Gumi, what he said on the Arise TV yesterday. So almost all the newspaper carried the news. Yes, thank you for joining us today on the newspaper review. Don't forget that we'll always come your way from Monday to Friday, 9:30. But on Friday is at 10:30. Stay connected to Lagoon Radio. Always listen to Lagoon Radio. Tell your friend about Lagoon Radio. Download Lagoon Radio on your Google Play Store or iOS. Follow our social media handles on Facebook at Lagoon Radio Nigeria, on Instagram at Lagoon Radio NG. I don't want to be tempted to mention tweet. Yes, and also you can, for up-to-date news, you can go on our newspaper, on our news website, www.lagoon.news. This is all we're having for you today. And also, we are live on Lagoon TV. Always stay connected. We want to watch the beautiful faces and the handsome faces here in Lagoon Radio. You can always watch us live on Lagoon TV. Yes, at Lagoon TV. Yes, and of course on Facebook also, Lagoon Radio Nigeria. We are live and direct there. Thank you for joining us. My name still remains Olumakaiye Ajadi. Thank you, Chimeze, and thank you, Sandra. We'll come your way same time, 10:30 tomorrow. Make it a date. By 10 o'clock, Chimeze is coming out with a State of the Nation. Stay connected to Lagoon Radio. Don't go anywhere.